How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of Porter Hopeful goodness in the form of Civil Life Brewing, their Porter Ale. This is a Porter Ale. The beer you're holding was born out of a belief that hard work, generosity, unity, and are hallmarks of a civil life. So there you go. I don't really say much about the beer other than the fact that it says Porter. Canned on the 31st of October of the 2020. We are now in the 7th of January 2021. Shouldn't be any issues with that amount of time in the beer. And this comes courtesy of my boy Jason from St. Louis. He sends me these Civil Lifes. I open them. I talk about them. I gush about them typically. And then I get pissed I don't have them locally. Label-wise, they've been doing this kind of, it seems like newer kind of thing where they're kind of just taking these old cans, looks like from another brewery, and just kind of slapping their labels over the top of them. But I think they're kind of stylings. Very classy. Very civil. Beer-wise, looks like a porter. I mean, what more do you want? Just rich brown, dark brown, pinky finger of legitimately khaki. Like a lot of times I actually say, it's khaki colored. But I'm kind of off. No, this is exactly what khaki is. You look that shit up. You get your swatch and you hold it up in your Pantone colors. You're getting khaki right there, son. So, it looks all the parts of a porter. Get a nose. That smells awesome. It has this nice, soft, semi-sweet milk duddy kind of thing going on with that malt coming through, with that soft, semi-sweet kind of milk chocolate. There's a little bit of subtle roast on it, done and done. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing over the top. But for what I assume is a low ABV level beer, because they don't even mess with ABVs on their beer, I am liking this quite a bit. Yeah. Smells like a nice, rich, robust, not super high ABV, not like robust porter, but a more robust, low ABV porter that is a bit more aggressive than what you'd expect from what I assume is a low ABV porter. Let's dive in. Cheers. It's delicious. Creamy, soft. I mean, just so gentle. So, just pillowy would be the word. A lot of people use that word. I rarely use it. On the mouthfeel, you do get those chocolate notes in there, so probably erring towards a little bit more of the darker chocolate that a nose would lead you to believe. There's actually a nice bittering to it. It's not getting towards like a Cascadian dark ale level of bittering. But there's this nice bittering that kind of plays really well with that darkerish semi-sweet chocolate, and just adding that soft kind of mouthfeel to it. They call this a pub select series pub porter ale. It has that kind of cask pull kind of mouthfeel to it, and that kind of rings home, and that's pretty damn cool. Listen, it's no surprise I'm a big fan of what Civil Life does. Never had anything before Jason sent them off. Every time one of his boxes come into my mailbox, I get all excited because it's pretty much all he sends. And it's kind of the brewery I wish I had close to me. I have breweries that do these. I know I have Manskart Brewing close to me. They're very, very, very kind of traditional in their beer stylings. They're great porters. One of the best low ABV porters. Excuse me, big burps. Period. End of sentence. So I can get that. You know what I mean? They have a couple other darker beers that are quite nice. Now you go down the street a little bit, I can hit Zigmeister Brewing. And they can do, they make a mean Kolsch. They have a nice kind of, couple more traditional styles floating around there. They lean into Belgian beers a little bit. Then if I want to travel a bit southward towards the Lehigh Valley and hit Bond Place, they do a lot of cask ale and stuff like that. But it seems like, they talk about, tool players in baseball. It's a 2-tool, 3-tool. This is like the 5-tool. Sure, they're not. I haven't had any of their hazies or barrel-aged stouts, but as far as old school beer, it seems like they've run the gamut of that in a very, very fun way. So I'm very envious that Jason has this stuff at his beck and call. Hey, what are you gonna do? We all have those places people wish they lived near. I'm a fan. What do you want me to say? I can't wait for the day when I drink one of their beers and I think, oh, that's not that good. Probably not going to happen. Anyway, yeah, how about that for a little homerism? Drank like 8 beers from the place. I'm already just sold. Anyway, herky jerky. Today was a crazy day. That's all I know. I'm trying to turn my brain off by doing beer reviews. I basically worked for 12 hours nonstop, like doing things like crazy. Had that. I don't want to get into it. Just my brain's going crazy. So I want to do a beer review. There you go. A little peek into the personal life. So let's talk about it. So one of the better porters I've had as of late, absolutely, Mount Rushmore status. Value and availability. Their pricing is usually pretty cheap. I mean, I'm guessing this is going to be right around, give or take, a couple bucks, $10 for a sixer, and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you like porters, if you like old school beer, if you like well-made, balanced, drinkable, again, old school beer, you'll like this. Done and done. So hopefully you guys enjoyed our review down there. If you want to talk about it, Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massif. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little civil life right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.